Guys, now we will see how to load data into Snowflake. Let's start. For loading data into Snowflake tables, that data can be structured data or semi-structured data. If we have large data set, big data set, then we will store that raw data into Snowflake staging. So let's start the steps which we will cover to load data into Snowflake. First step, we will create a Snowflake table, target table, where we will upload data. And second thing, we will create an internal stage or internal location or position. You can say a position, a location where we will load entire file as a raw data. So second, we will create for a stage. Stage can be internal or external. Okay. At the bottom you can see the staging in Snowflake staging, internal stage or external stage, Snowflake built-in storage, and external stage that can be AWS, Azure, Google, GCP. Okay. And third step is upload the CSV file to internal stage. And fourth step, we will create a file format. If we have not file format on that schema, then we will create a file format. If we have file CSV, JSON, XML, Parquet, then we will create format according to our required and desired. So fifth step, to load data from stage into table. When we will load data into stage, then next step we will copy a load data from that stage to target table. After load data into table, then we will select verify that table using command select starting from ABC or any table. So let's start. We will minor discuss on Snowflake staging. Staging in a Snowflake refer to temporary or permanent storage where data is loaded before it is transformed, moved to tables. It is transformed before transformed, or you can say it is a raw data. Types of staging I have discussed already. So let's start load data into table. I'm going to first step, I am creating database, sample load. Seeing that or sample load database already exists, so I am using this create or replace database method showing that database sample load successfully created. Second one, I will create a table. This is a target table, my table. And third one, we will create internal state. And here is the method or syntax which we will use to load data from stage to internal, from internal stage to data. But in the current video or in the current scenario, I have not configured Snow SQL or other into my local machine, so I am just showing you the whole step, but I am load data into table by direct on the from CSV file. This is a file from this command we will create stage, then we move data from copy data from internal to stage. From internal mean that local machine to stage. After that we will create a CSV format. If we mention CSV format type is equal to CSV, it's good. If we not mention CSV, then by default it will create a CSV format. Or if we have any other file like JSON, XML, then we should mention that type of format. And third one is a copy data from internal stage to internal stage to table. It's saying that copy executed with 0 row because we have not put any file, any data from our local repository using this command put because we have not configured. So it's a simple basic steps for loading data from that table from local machine to internal. When I run this query, my table, it's showing that query process no result. We can load data from here also via direct file. Saying that database, I'm using my data, public, I'm using object stuff, sample load data in sample load, and then we will go to table, my table, going to database. I'm just here come for seeing my database name, database, sample load. It's showing all sample load objects. That's stage, this is a stage name which we have created on using that command. This is my table. When we right click, data preview, okay, we can upload data using load data from either. You can see this is a table on top of the load data, and we can also load data from here. Project, search, so let's start data load from my sample load, public, table, load data. If we have a file from local system, then we click on browse. If we have any staging, then we will choose that. This is here we can choose the database, and here is the table name in which we will load data. Simple browse table, okay. We will use a sample data book CSV, open. Next, it's showing that ID, description, this is 3 column name, table preview, this is a whole data, 5 record data using 3 column. On the left side you can see the data can be append or replace data, so we can use choice on a desired requirement, match column name, okay, and the download file CSV. This is you can also select format from here. So by default select CSV. If we load data from here, successful load data done. Then we will go to our previous sheet, sample load. Now I'm selecting that query. This will show the 5 record which we seeing in our file. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.